Hi, YouTube. This is Timothy Unkert from unkertmedia.com. And today we're going to talk about classes in Ruby. So, this is part of my Ruby mega tutorial. And what I'm going to do is create a file, and along with the naming scheme that I've been using, you see I've numbered all these files here. So, if you see, we've just finished with 24, so we're up to file 25. So I'm going to create a new Ruby file. I'm going to call this 025a underscore classes.rb. My IDE will add the .rb extension. Okay, so we've got that file creating there, and let's close out the side view here. And let's create a class. So make a comment. This is about creating classes in Ruby. Okay, so to create a class, we're going to use the keyword class, and we're going to do it in uppercase, which is the convention. And then we have this thing, attr underscore assessor. And what the attr underscore assessor does is it helps us to clean up our code, make it dry, do not repeat yourself. Clean up the getter and setter methods. Okay, so we're going to use this attr underscore assessor, and then we can do colon. So we can do f name for a variable, and then a comma, l name, and a comma, and age. So my teacher class is going to have a first name, a last name, and an age. Okay, so now we're going to create a new basically a new instance of the class, and I'm going to store it in a variable called Ruby underscore teacher. So I'm going to say Ruby underscore teacher equals teacher dot new, and then we'll start giving it some of the attributes. So we'll say Ruby underscore teacher dot f name equals, and then this is going to be a string, so it's going to be Tim. Ruby underscore teacher dot l name equals, we'll say Unkert, and Ruby underscore teacher dot age equals 46. Okay. Now let's use items from the class to print something out. So let's do puts, and we'll say Ruby underscore teacher dot f name plus, and we'll do a space here, and because we're concatenating some strings together, Ruby underscore teacher dot l name plus, we'll do a space is and another space, and we'll say Ruby underscore teacher dot age, and we want to make this a string, so we'll do 2s, and my line is getting a little bit long. Oh well, but part of it's I have the font really jacked up, and then we'll do plus years old. Okay. All right. So let's see what this prints. So I'm going to open up a terminal here, and I'm going to run this by Ruby, and then 025, hit tab, hit enter. And we say Tim Unkert is 46 years old. Now I should have added a space before the year, so let me fix that. So let's add a space here. Okay, so now let's open up the terminal again. Just hit the up arrow to rerun it. And we'll see that Tim Unkert is 46 years old. So we're using attributes from the class. Cool. All right, let's go down here a bit, and let's create another class. And we want this class to inherit from the teacher class. So the way we can do that in Ruby is we can do a class keyword, and then we can name the new class, so student, and we want it to inherit from the teacher class. So I'm going to use this less than symbol. Some people call it a chevron, I believe. So it's going to inherit from the teacher class. And then down here, we can use our attribute assessor. And we'll do student ID. Okay, so we're going to add a student ID on. Okay, so now if we go down below this class, we're going to create a new instance of the student class. So we'll do student underscore 1 equals student dot new. Okay, and now we can give this student some attributes. So we can say student underscore 1 dot fname equals Joe. Student underscore 1 dot lname. I'll do the lname with the equals here. It gives me that nice equals Schmo. And then student underscore 1 dot age. Let's do that with the equals. Makes it easier on me. Let's make him 23, so half my age. And then student underscore 1 dot student ID equals 001. Okay, and let's print this out. Okay, so we'll do puts student underscore 1 dot fname plus a space plus student underscore 1 dot lname plus, we'll do a space is and a space, do student dot underscore 1 age, make it a string, so 2 underscore s, and I'm going to do a backslash here just to signify that I want to have a new line, and I'm going to do a plus symbol here, and we'll do a space, years old, and has student ID. Let's do another backslash here. We'll do plus student 1 dot student ID dot to string. We'll do a plus and just end with a period. Okay. And we see we have a little issue here because I should have put a plus. Okay, everything looks good. Let's run it. So we'll do Control T to open up the terminal. And then we'll run it. And we get Joe Schmo is 23 years old and has student ID 1. Okay. All right, I want to continue with classes a little bit, but I think I'm going to make a new file. And let's see. Yeah, I'm going to make a new file. So I'm going to go over here and create a new Ruby file. Call this 025b underscore classes.rb and move this over. Okay, so I'm going to create a class teacher. I'm going to create the attribute assessor. Fname, we'll have last name, we'll have age, we'll also have the website, so we'll have something else. And then we'll initialize, we'll have a method to initialize the class. So I'm going to say def to define a method, initialize, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do, just in parentheses, I'll do first name, last name, age, and website. And we'll say at fname equals fname, at last name equals last name, at age equals age, and at website equals website. Okay, so what does this help us do? Well, I can go down below my class and create a new instance of the teacher class and set all the attributes right from the initialization. So I can say Ruby underscore teacher equals teacher dot new, and we'll say first name is Timothy, last name is Unkert, not Wunkert, Unkert, age is 46, and then the website is https://unkertmedia.com. Again, I'm running a little bit long. The important thing to remember is my website is unkertmedia.com. You do want to check that out. Okay, so now we can go down here and we can start to print out something with this class. So I'm going to do a puts and say your Ruby teacher is, we'll do plus Ruby teacher dot fname. I'm going to do a backslash here to get to avoid the long line, and we'll say we'll do a space here so we can concatenate a space. We'll do Ruby teacher dot lname plus, we'll do a comma, who is, see if you can figure out what I'm actually printing out here. We'll do a plus, avoid the long line there. We'll do Ruby underscore teacher dot age. Make sure it's a string. So we'll do 2s plus years old and whose website is, I think that's the most important part, is to remember to go to unkertmedia.com. And then we have ruby.teacher.website. Oh, not ruby.teacher, ruby underscore teacher dot website dot to underscore s, and we'll concatenate a period on there. Okay, let's open up a terminal, and I'll do Ruby 025b, hit tab, and then run this, and we see your Ruby teacher is Timothy Unkert, who is 46 years old and whose website is unkertmedia.com. I could even click on this on the IDE, and it will open up to my website. That is pretty cool. And there we go. It's starting to load. It's loading a little slow because of the recording. You see, wow, I have a C++ mega tutorial there. I have some games I've created, literacy and NumGuess, kind of cool, and a bunch of articles here. So yeah, if you want to check out that website, that would be kind of cool. All right, that was a very shameless plug. Let's get back to our Ruby lesson here. Okay. All right, so we can also create a class of student that inherits from the teacher class. So I'm going to go down here and say class student, and we're going to do the less than symbol teacher. So it's inheriting from the teacher class. We're going to have attr underscore assessor. We'll do student ID. Okay, so we're adding the student ID. And we're also going to have an initialization function. I don't want that. But notice how it's populating all this stuff. And then I want to add the student ID. Okay. And down here, I'm going to say at fname equals fname, at lname equals lname, at age equals age, at website equals website, and then at student ID equals student ID. Okay. All right, so that's our student class. And now let's just go and we'll say student underscore one, and we can do this all in one line. So student.new, we'll do Joe Schmo, it's 23. We'll just say nil for the website because he doesn't have one. And then his ID. And so we see here that we can now print this stuff out. So I could do puts student one, let's do .website, and also puts student one dot, let's print out a student ID. So if we wanted to run a program to do that, we could do that. Okay, yeah, we should have probably named this student underscore ID. That's what my IDE is telling me. I'm not following the Ruby naming conventions. Notice the warning goes away, but we do need to fix this. Okay. All right, now let's open up a terminal here and run our file. And we've got an error. Okay, undefined local variable. Yeah, because I forgot to also fix it here. So let's do that. Fix it here as well. Whoops, change the font size. Sorry about that. There we go. Back the font size back to normal. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't match the richness. I should have used lowercase, but anyways, that's just a naming convention. Let's clear this out and let's rerun. And we see that, it prints out the first part and then print out the student's website, which is nil. They don't have one, and the student ID. Okay, I think that's it for this video. I hope you found this video interesting. If you did, could you please give it a like and share it with like-minded people, as it really does help the channel grow. And you know what else helps the channel grow? Subscribing to my YouTube channel. So if you haven't done so, please do so. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.